So recently I was asked, well, we'll see how this video ages, right? It's not recently, at some point, by a software engineering student, um, how AI was going to affect their career. They were a little concerned, and I'll just read it to you what they said. They said, "The way this stuff is moving scares me, and I don't know where to stand now because if AI is able to determine 27-year-old bugs, what's the point of a human who studies cybersecurity and so forth? If a model can identify such a long-standing issue in a code base overnight, and who's to say that these models will eventually be perfected to the point where they make no mistakes? Kind of demotivating." And it makes me feel like there's no point in learning anymore. At least that's how I think of it. If we can make models stop hallucinating, stop making any form of error, which I believe we actually can do because it's just a load of math and logic at the end of the day, then learning anything computer science related has lost relevance. And this is not new sentiment. I run the Indie.net consortium. I work with a lot of developers just as an architect. Um, I know many, I meet a lot. This is not an uncommon fear. It's truly it's a fear and a legitimate concern. So here is my response because I use AI every single day. Um, so I hear you. I'd be lying if I said AI won't affect our industry. It will. The feat you mentioned is exactly why I'm enjoying AI these days. I'm enjoying being an architect. I'm enjoying steering the direction of the system as a whole. The AI engines of today can look through entire code base, for certain issues in ways that would take me hours, days, weeks, uh, and even then, I'd miss those issues. I'd miss the fix. I can't look at the entire code base with no ego and no and just like the same without getting tired, like an LLM can. Whether you think it's intelligent or not, it can look at the whole thing, whereas we humans just simply don't have that capacity. We have intuition, but not that capacity. But they can, without ego or sleep, consume an entire code base and tell me, "Oh yeah, this is a problem." Now, it didn't know there was an issue until I explained the architectural issues I was looking for. This is where prompting comes into play. It's an LLM. It can't be creative for now. It can only surmise. Now, that's the difference with humans versus LLMs. Creativity. Maybe I should have also mentioned intuition, uh, that feeling you get that this is wrong. And that's usually where the corrections and pull requests and so forth come from. It's like, oh, that doesn't look right. The LLM thinks it's right because, sure, statistics, math. So working with together with these models has been life changing. That is so true. I am more excited about development than in a long time. Developers can now work towards a goal, and let the agents wire things up. The flow that you can get into, like playing a game. I mean, if I had to fix the controller every single time, along the way of playing a game, I wouldn't enjoy the game. uh, think of it like building a car. Like robots in factories put the pieces together based on an engineering plan, and in our case, they're writing code. The engineers are still necessary for the big picture and accountable to the final result. And no computer will ever replace that and shouldn't. Now, only a Sith deals in absolutes, but still, only humans can be held accountable. It's true. How do you punish a robot? How do you punish an LLM? Yeah, answer that one. So, will this change in the future? Maybe. You'll drive yourself insane trying to predict the future. You can try to prepare for it, But how do you prepare for something that you don't know? So, exactly, help things go right, and less things will go wrong. So, it's kind of all you can do. Now, in the meantime, you can write software faster, more efficiently than ever before. And you also make mistakes faster and more efficiently than before. Uh, Great. Fail quickly, as Steve Wozniak says. Have fun on your way to the finished product. And that's how I ended it. Um, I I think it's true, accountability. But man, I am loving software engineering. I've always loved it, but the having to not concentrate on the minutia all the time and simply review it a lot. Wow, that that is such a game changer. It's I won't say it's autocomplete on steroids and all that crap, but wow. Anyway, what do you think? By the way, on auri.net, auri.net, I put his original message and my original response. If you want to take a look at that, because I added some here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and talk with you next time.